Hey everyone, welcome back to English Practice Every Day. Today, we're talking about something really important, the 5 biggest mistakes that are killing your English learning progress. And I say killing because these mistakes slowly stop you from improving, even when you're studying every day. I've seen this happen to hundreds of English learners. They study hard, memorize grammar, watch lessons, but still, they don't feel fluent. Why? Because they keep repeating the same habits that hold them back. But don't worry, today we'll fix that. So grab your notebook because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stop doing and what to do instead. Let's get started and make your English unstoppable. All right, mistake number 1. You study English, but you don't actually use it. You watch lessons, take notes, and understand everything, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Don't worry, it happens to almost every learner. But here's the truth. Studying English and using English are not the same thing. You can read 10 grammar books and still struggle to say a simple sentence if you never speak what you learn. That's like reading about swimming but never getting in the water. So, what should you do instead? Start using English every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Talk to yourself, record your voice, describe your day, or write short posts in English. Because fluency doesn't come from perfection, it comes from practice in action. Mistake number 2. You focus too much on grammar. Now, don't get me wrong, grammar is important, but many learners get stuck trying to make every single sentence perfect. They stop speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. Here's the truth. Native speakers make grammar mistakes too. Fluency isn't about speaking perfectly, it's about communicating naturally. Instead of worrying about grammar rules all the time, focus on using the language. Listen to real conversations, read stories, and repeat phrases out loud. You'll start to feel how grammar works naturally, just like a native speaker does, without even thinking about it. So stop chasing perfection and start enjoying communication. Because English isn't about rules, it's about connection. Mistake number 3. You learn vocabulary without context. A lot of learners memorize long word lists, pages and pages of random vocabulary, but later, when they try to speak, they forget almost everything. Here's why. Words are not just words. They live inside sentences, situations, and feelings. If you learn the word rain, don't just write it down. Learn it in a phrase like, "It's raining outside. I love the sound of rain." That way, you're teaching your brain how to use it, not just what it means. So stop memorizing lists. Instead, learn words through stories, examples, and real situations. That's how you'll remember faster and sound natural when you speak. Vocabulary is like music. It only makes sense when you hear it in context. Mistake number 4. You don't listen enough. Many learners focus only on speaking, reading, and writing, but they forget that listening is the foundation of fluency. You can't speak naturally if you don't first hear how real English sounds. Think about it. When babies learn their first language, they listen for months before they ever say a word. Your brain needs that same input to learn patterns, rhythm, and intonation. So here's what you should do. Listen to English every single day. Podcasts, YouTube videos, songs, or audiobooks. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is still learning. Make listening a daily habit while cooking, walking, or cleaning. The more you listen, the faster your brain starts thinking in English automatically. So, before you speak more, listen more, because great speakers are always great listeners first. Mistake number 5. You're afraid to make mistakes. This is one of the biggest reasons people never reach fluency. They know the words, they understand grammar, but they stay quiet because they're scared to sound wrong. Let me tell you something. Every fluent speaker you admire has made thousands of mistakes. That's how they learned. Mistakes aren't failures, they're steps forward. Each time you speak, even with errors, you're training your brain. You're improving pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence, things you'll never get by staying silent. So don't wait to be perfect before speaking. Perfection doesn't come first, it comes from practice. Be proud of your mistakes because every one of them means you're learning. Keep going, keep speaking, and one day you'll look back and realize your English mistakes were the best teachers you ever had. So, now you know the 5 mistakes that might be holding your English back. Not speaking enough, studying grammar without practice, learning vocabulary without context, not listening enough, and being afraid to make mistakes. Here's the truth. Every learner makes these at some point. What matters isn't avoiding them, it's noticing them and changing how you study today. Fluency doesn't come from perfection, it comes from consistency. Speak a little every day. Listen more than you talk. Make mistakes, learn from them, and move forward. You're already on the right path because you're learning, growing, and taking action. So keep going, stay confident, and remember, your English journey isn't about rules, it's about progress. If this series helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are learning English too. Let's keep improving, together, one day at a time.